Hi, welcome to my channel. For my first episode, I have something special in store for you guys. So come and join me on a fascinating journey as we explore my creative sewing studio here at home. To give you a little background, I have 2 rooms allotted for my personal space. So the other room is my study/office room, and this right here is my sewing area. So this is where I practically do all my pattern making, from cutting, sewing, pressing of the garments, finishing, and at times packaging. So anything related with garment construction is actually being done right here. And we've done a few rearrangement over the course of time because I really have to figure out what works best for my movement. And I also opted for white theme and had a lot of storages installed because given that I have a lot of things, I still want to make this room look cohesive and neat as possible. So majority of the furnitures and fixtures were bought from IKEA. I mean, I love IKEA. I get to customize and mix and match my things with my preferred theme, and it has really helped me organize all of my things in general. So without further ado, guys, let's start this video tour. And if you have any questions, you know the drill, just comment down below, and I'll see you on the next vlog. So you will see everything upon entering the room, but I'm gonna start in this area first. So I've attached a little sewing room precaution that I urge everyone to read before they stay and use anything from here. And as you can see, I have my 2 industrial sewing machines, my 2 white sewing chairs that I got from the hardware store, my pegboards, and up there are my sewing storages, or my storages for notions. And right beside me is a tall trash can allotted for my paper waste and another trash can for my fabric waste. So going back, this is my first sewing machine. It's called the Juki Lock Stitch Sewing Machine in DDL 8700. So the purpose of this sewing machine is to basically sew anything or maybe everything, because this can do from lightweight or delicate fabrics to heavier type of fabrics like denim. And a little trivia here, this has become one of my longest best friends because, this has been with me for more than 12 years now. Well, 13 years to be exact. And this was given to me by my parents when I turned 18. And I really love this machine because, aside from the sentimental value behind it, it's also reliable and durable. Similar with my GemC Overlock sewing machine in 7700-04. So the purpose of that machine is to finish hem and seams, and it's been with me for 8 years now. Both of my sewing machines have a magnetic lamp, and recently I added a lamp where you can clamp anywhere for additional lighting. And I'm not sure if you can see from there, but I also have a folding table if I need, additional working station. And now we will go to my pegboards. So these 3 are my Skates pegboards that I got from IKEA, which I find really useful because now I could easily see on my supplies. So starting from here are my spool of threads in different colors, in different sizes, and I have more hooks and trays in store if I need more threads in the future. And this one right here is called the Fabric Care Label Guide. Some keywords about my brand development, some more threads, and some supplies like trimmers, pressing feet, and my pin cushions, one for my paper and one for fabrics. Then some of you might be wondering why I have a lot of scissors, mainly because they serve their own purpose. So this one right here is to cut, heavier or thicker objects like stick bones or PVCs that I got from the hardware store. And these 3 right here are my fabric scissors. Now this in particular is called the zigzag scissors, which prevents your fabric from fraying. And one of the golden rules, especially if you're in the fashion or garment industry, is to never use your fabric scissors on any paper surfaces. And speaking of, this one right here is allotted for cutting thicker papers like cardboards, especially when I do my slooper making. And these 3 right here are, just random scissors for cutting bond papers, craft papers, or cutting ties and whatnot. And last but not the least is my trimmer. So the purpose of that is to, let's say I'm sewing narrow measurements from 1/4 down to 1/16, and if I need to trim the excess afterwards. And this one right here is a little dustpan. So if I need to get rid of the dust on the desk. And again, a little reminder specifically about standard allowances and the sizes of needles on particular type of fabrics. And this one right here is a fabric swatch that I've been meaning to buy soon. And now let's go to my fabric storages, or my storages for my notions. So as you can see, I have a bunch of boxes that I got from IKEA as well, in which I've labeled accordingly. So that's where I store all my zippers, my trimmings, some Velcro and band roll, some yarns for weaving, some packaging supplies and accessories for making bustier or corsets. Next, I have here another workstation where my portable machines are, and a couple of pegboards, and behind me is a full-size length heavyweight mirror that I can just slide into the corner if needed. And this table is called the Northern Gate leg in white. So what I like about it is its space-saving and extendable swing tabletop feature. It's got 3 drawers both on the front and back side. So this is where I keep all my cords, my wires, my screwdriver set, my rotary blades, my soldering iron, and my glue gun. So now for my portables, I have my first Singer machine. This is the Singer Professional 5 Serger in 14968 DC. So this machine allows me to finish hem and seam while trimming away the excess of seam allowances. And I have the option to use from 2 threads up to 5 threads for a variety of stitch combination. And this is also a cover stitch machine, guys. And one more thing is that it allows me to sew super stretchy fabrics without puckering. And next I have here my Brother FS101. So this is a unique portable machine, and with more than 100 of built-in utility and decorative stitch feature. It's heavy duty, and it can do from lightweight to heavy type of fabrics, and this allows me to sew button stitch and buttonholes. But usually I use this for sewing lining or any combination of fabrics. So for example, I am making a dress with lining, so I'll be using my industrial for my shell fabric or for the main fabric, and for my lining or for my combi fabric, I'll be using my portable. So in that way, I wouldn't have to keep changing threads, and it would save me time as well. And again, if I want to add more decorative characters onto my design, that's the machine for it. And we'll go now in this little corner. So I have here my trolley cart where I store my older threads, and I can just place them anywhere in the room. And I have additional tile, so if let's say I'll be spray painting, it would prevent my floor tile from breaking. And another feature in this workstation is this floor lamp. I really like this because it's extendable, and at the same time, if I need more spotlighting on my sewing task, then I have here a few tape measures. And this one right here is from Fashionary Hong Kong. So this is where I store, or where I keep my trimmers, my tailor chalk close to me. And I have here as well my metric tape measure, my pliers, my garment glue, my Alder Fairgate rulers, and my Google Voice command, some snacks, my tissue. Then here I have my compass, my rotary blades, my cutters, and this rack here is really a good accessory to hold your rulers. So especially I have my T-square, my L-square or my L ruler, and some quilting rulers and grid rulers. And another reminder to not get lazy. So what else? Oh, I have also another trash can for my fabric scraps. Now I store all my fabrics inside this closet, just like how we keep our clothes in a cabinet. So I want to keep them safe from getting dirty. Though right now the fabrics are not sorted in any particular order yet, but I plan to add labels and maybe add some more division and further organize them. Previously, I used to fold my fabrics, but then sometimes it would get ruined whenever I needed to take something out for a project. So instead, I decided to just roll them up, then tie them, then stack them vertically. So this way, I can easily find what I'm looking for without any trouble. And this method has actually helped me maximize my space while ensuring accessibility. So I have here some laces, woven, linens, some knits, and other canvases. And these divisions are from IKEA as well. Now for larger supplies, I utilize insert baskets inside my kallax. So the shelf and the inserts are from IKEA, and these are all sorted according to my pressing tools, my garment conditioning, my textile dyes and chemicals, my pattern sheets, my pattern weights, and additional toolboxes at the bottom part of the shelf. Previously, my tools were left open and often became an eyesore. However, with the kallax inserts, my organization preferences have been greatly inspired. So even if I get one item, the rest won't create a mess. And on the top surface, you will see my industrial steamer and ironing machine, my pressing iron, my small scale just form, and this drawer here is where I keep my brand clothing labels, my clients' clothing labels as well, and some garment hooks and clips. And on the far right side are my papers in different thickness, so I use them for sloper making. And on my left side is a balcony, so I utilize that space for drying up my textile dyes for projects. Then I intentionally leave this part open because this is where I set up my pressing area. And as part of my standard operating procedure, I always press my fabrics before using it. So all I need to do is just retrieve my large Provincia ironing board and position it in a nearby outlet and spread my fabrics and begin pressing. So having everything within arm's reach, such as my pressing iron, my pressing tools, my spray bottles for misting water and starch is pretty much convenient. And I don't know with other people, but for me there's an undeniable satisfaction in a well-pressed garments. However, it can also get really tiring. That is why ensuring comfortable movement is an essential aspect of my process. And now you will see my spacious 2-in-1 clothing rack. So we had the shelves and ambient lighting installed by my boyfriend's cousin, Kuya Jeff. And though it may be a simple white metal frame, but it holds an array of garments with unique stories to tell. So this is where I display all my prototypes, my patterns, and these one right here are the ones I created during my time at Slims. And I also have some outputs in the previous finals in Benilde. And you will also see the little black dresses I made back in 2018. So they were part of my attempt to create a capsule collection for my ready-to-wear line. Unfortunately, I couldn't pursue it further due to the need to focus on managing our garments business. However, I still remain hopeful that I can produce them. And on this side are my patterns. And I also have here my small ironing board and my dress form with detachable sleeves. And on the bottom part, again, my papers for sloper making, and I have a little hamper here where I store all my interfacing, my fusibles, and whatnot. Moreover, on the top surface of the rack, you will find my toolboxes for drafting and sewing, and some essential tools for jewelry making, some beads and crystals, my buttons in different colors and sizes, and some more accessories and additional sleeve pressing ham. Then I have a small bathroom here mainly for fabric care. So this is where I hand wash and pre-soak my fabrics for textile projects such as textile dyeing. So you'll see basins, drying racks, detergents, and if I need to dry them up, I'll just have to transfer them to the balcony. So overall, this is a dedicated space for my textile care. And last but not the least, I have here my Lag Captain knit back drafting table. So this makes my work so much easier and efficient, guys. So it's perfect for, pattern making, for your other sewing activities, for fabric cutting needs as well. And in my case, I'll just have to get my Berkeley cutting mats and place them here so it doesn't damage my desk surface. And it's been truly a game changer for me, guys, as I can easily adjust the height and tilt angle as needed. Moreover, I can conveniently store my fabrics and other tools underneath it, making it truly essential addition to my sewing room. So I've also decided to place them here in the middle of this sewing room so that I can, go around and fix my fabrics, especially when I do layout or fabric spreading. And this chair right here is an adjustable desk chair that I got from Mandaue Foam. And that wraps up our sewing room tour, guys. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did showing you around. If you have any questions or suggestions in terms of how I organize my sewing room, feel free to comment down below, and I will see you on the next vlog.